Hey, welcome back to my channel. I mentioned in my last video that I was going to show you how I sharpen my chisels. So I thought I'd show you that. There's plenty on YouTube how to sharpen chisels, but this is the way I do it. So you might have a totally different way of doing it, but I'll show you the way I do it, and even if you just pick some tips up from my video or some other tips from some other videos, they combine them together so it helps you out. So we'll get started and I'll show you how I do it. Right, I'll show you what I'm going to sharpen. This is my chisel I'm going to sharpen. I've had this one for late 80s. This one, it's not, I just use this for rough work, but there's nothing there. It's blunt. So, but even if you buy one from a car boot or a second-hand shop, junk shop, whichever, if it's got just surface rust on, it'll easily come off with either wire wool or rust remover, sandpaper, wire wheel, just to get it off. So, but this is all right. So, before you start, make sure you've got square edge. I've checked this, so I know it's square. So, but if it hasn't, I've got a CBN wheel with diamonds on it, so I put it on there. If it's really bad, it's got chips in or whatever, you grind it down and get it to the primary bevel, which is 25. But yeah, so that's what I use if the chisel is really bad. So that's the chisel I'm going to do. Homing guides, if you can do it freehand, then do it freehand. I seem to struggle doing it freehand, so I'll admit that. So, but you can buy cheap homing guides like this. Plain blades go at the top, but this is more specific for bevel edge chisels. See where this one is not, so it doesn't fit in there really good. So, but yeah, you can buy cheap homing guides like that. I've got a Veritaf homing guide. I've had this for what have I had this for now? 2 years, 3 years probably. And I find it really good. It's got a scale on there where you want for the angle of your blade, your chisel angle. So mine's set at 25. All it is, you just undo that little brass nut, slide it up and down, but mine's set at 25. So that's that. That's the box it is. It's the Veritaf Mark II standard homing guide. That's what it is, what I had. I use diamond stones now to do me sharpening my chisels and my plain blades. I used to use oil stones, but I went off them a few years back now. So I've got a 300. There's 1,000 on that side. This one, that's a 600, and the other side's 1,200. So once I've gone on to them, then I finish off on this wet and dry sandpaper. I just put it onto there, just wet that, just put it onto there, and it sticks. So I've got a 1,500, a 2,000, and a 3,000. Sometimes I go up 3,000, or I stop at 2. Yeah, and for the fluid I use glass, window glass and cleaner. So I've used this for many years now, so I've always found it alright. You can use water, or you can buy proper stuff to use to sharpen your chisels with on diamond stones, but I've used this for many years and I found it alright. So the first task now to do is, once you've got it where you want, you make sure you got it square and everything, we're going to do the back. We're going to get that polished up. So we'll move that out right first. We've got some kitchen towel. and we'll work his way. Well, I'm going to start at 300 and we'll work his way. We'll get this up, so you don't want all the chisel, just the end bit. Yeah, it's coming off one end, not the other, so make sure you keep it flat. Keep going. You want to turn your stone round, turn it round. Just add a bit more of the cleaner. And we'll just keep going. We'll have a look what it looks like. I don't know if you can see, we've got, it's just a bit on that end there, the rest on it looks pretty, getting it pretty flat, so we'll keep going. It gives your arms a workout doing this. Like I say, this one hasn't been done for quite a while, this chisel hand. I ain't really got any that's really bad. I've not. Try and keep the same pressure all the time. Yep, get in there. I always, after a bit, wipe it off. You can see what it's coming off. And just keep going. Right, we've got it flat now. Best way you can tell is when it's all the same, where are we? Shine all the way across. So that's the best way to tell. Don't go and try and do all the length of the chisel. Just do, I know I've gone over a bit, but just do an inch. Not even that sometimes. Long as that is flat, and that will last you, unless you drop it, it gets damaged. But you shouldn't have to flatten it again. So we've done it at 300. What we'll go up to 600 now. And this will start taking the 300 marks out. And then we'll just keep going up. And you'll see the colour change again, the shade of it as you're going along. I'll just keep wiping mine. You see the metal that comes off. Like I say, if you want to work out with your arms and sharpen a load of chisels. Yeah, I can see it up to there now. That bit there is the 300 grit, so I'll do it a bit more and that should be all the 300 grit side out. Take that bit off, pour a bit more on. And I find using this the window cleaner, if it's got a fragrance in it, it smells nice as well. Yeah, and there's more, the higher grit you go up, the shinier they come, so it'll become like a mirror. I just keep doing it as long as I can see my reflection in it without cracking it. I'm all right. Like I say, gives you a good arm workout. This does, especially when you do a few at a time. Yep. Right. Now we'll go up to the 1000. So put that on there. A bit more kitchen towel. So almost keep going. Now we're rubbing out the 600 marks. Yeah, like I say, just shine it at the light. You can see where you've done and where the other marks were. So I'm only doing that bit. That's all I'm doing. Is just that little bit. Yep. So what I'll do now is keep carrying on up the grades until it shines. Right, we're doing the last polish now. I'm going up to 3000. So all I do is just wet my larger stone, put that on there, put it towards the edge, and just wet that again. And off we go again. You don't have to take it up this high. You don't, but you can stop at 1000, 1500. It's entirely up to you. And as you can see, it's got like a mirror image now. So get a few more strokes, and then we get in the homing guide and start the angle on it. Now we've done the back. Like I say, that shouldn't need doing again now unless it gets really damaged, or it might just need a quick going over, but nothing major like what I've just done. So like I say, that's what I take it up to. Right, move that, and we'll start back at the, now what's it, put a bit more tissue down, and we'll start back at the 300. Right, we'll get into this homing guide. So like I say, it's already set at 25, so all you have to do is push it through, butt the end of the chisel up to the guide itself, the side of the chisel butts up to this, and just tighten it down. Tighten up, unscrew that, take that off, and that's set. That's it. That's all you have to do. Then it's just a case of rolling that on there and start up through the grits again. But once you've got it there, it'll be just a case, unless you drop it, like I say, or anything like that, putting it on your strop and just putting your micro bevel back onto the end, unless you drop it, in which case you might have to go up through the grits again. So just keep going backwards and forwards for a bit, and then we'll see how much has got to come off. Like I say, this chisel hasn't been sharpened for a few years now, so it might need quite a bit off. And also with the diamond stones, you don't get the holler like you do in a wet stone or a oil stone. Right, let's just have a look where we are. Yep, that's not too bad. We'll carry on, keep taking that right down to that 300 grit, and then we'll work up through the grits again. Right, we'll just get a final what's it over with a wet and dry. The only thing with this wet and dry, it starts ripping after a bit, so you can't go backwards and forwards, so you just go back with it there, so even that's nice and shiny. You don't have to get that, but that's the way I like to do it. You feel a bit of a bare on that end. So right, we've finished with them. We'll just get tidied up a bit. We'll get the chisel out of the device. Okay, not to bang it on the way out. Just get that to wipe down. Right, we'll get the strop. Mine's mounted to a piece of wood. Some green polishing compound. Make sure we're dry. Find the angle and just tilt it a bit. Find the angle, tilt it, find the angle, tilt it, and then this is where you have to start being careful now. Find the angle, tilt, angle, tilt, and then we'll see. There we are. A nice sharp chisel. There's only like a little micro bevel on there. You can do it with your homing guide if you want, but I just freehand that, so there it is. So that's how I sharpen my chisels. That's took me altogether, it's took me about 20-25 minutes altogether. You can do it quicker if you wanted to. Just put this on the angle grinder at your 25 degree for your primary bevel, and then just finish it off on the strop. But I like to do mine by hand if I can, and yeah, that's sharp as it's been in for months. So there we go. We'll just test it on a bit of wood. There we go. All nice and sharp again. Like I say, now we've got the back all flat. We haven't got to that again unless we drop it. We've got the primary bevel all ready and shiny. That shouldn't have to be done again unless we drop it. All we have to do is just do the micro bevel at the end every time now. A few goes on the strop, clean it off at the back, and it's ready to go again. Right, that's that done. Like I say, that's the way I sharpen chisels. Everybody else will have their own way. Yeah, they will. Some people do it totally different to what I do. That's entirely up to them how you do it. As long as it gets to a sharp chisel, that's all that matters. It really does. But yeah, like I say, now should have to do the flatten it again now unless I drop it. Same as with the primary bevel, I shouldn't have to do that again unless I drop it. All I've got to do now, a few strokes on the strop just for me micro bevel, and that's it again now. So yeah, so if you get some tips just doing it my way, great, but you might find some other way to do it that helps you. But like I say, there's probably thousands of videos out there how people sharpen their chisels, so even if you just take a bit from here, a bit from there, do it your way. So right, well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button, hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos, and I shall see you all on the next video. Bye for now.